One of my favourite stories is of this missionary from Scotland to Africa. And after a long time in Africa, he returned to his sending church in Scotland to report on the work and the ministry and to call more labourers to go to Africa. He arrives at the church, it's winter, it's cold, it's raining, not many people come. And he's a little bit disappointed. And many of the people there were elderly. You know, great that they're there, but not suitable for the mission field. But he still felt that he should give the same message. And he gives the message, the needs in Africa, we need more labourers. He ends the talk. This is how he ends the talk. Who will go? Who will go? Who will go? He didn't know that the organist, they sang a few hymns with the organ. The organist had a little boy assistant who you have to do these they're called billows, put air in to help with the organ music. The little boy stood up and he shouted out, I will go, I will go, I will go. The name of that little boy, David Livingstone. He is then advised, David, if God has called you to Africa, what we suggest is that you become a medical doctor and you can go to Africa as a medical missionary. He grows up, he goes to medical school, he becomes a medical doctor, he then goes to Africa as a medical missionary. He labours and labours and labours. There's one particular community, tribe, that they're trying to reach, and it's really difficult. And the chief sends him a message. And the chief said to him, we are going to come tonight, and we are going to murder you and everyone in your compound. Now, the reason we know every detail of this, and I've researched this, is because David Livingstone kept diaries, and all of this is written in the diaries. So he's writing in his diary, Lord, we've labored so faithfully. Please protect us. Please help us. And there's a little bit of fear in what he wrote on that day, concerned that their ministry will be obliterated and everyone will die. But they didn't come and kill them. Anyway, a couple of years later, they eventually introduced the chief of the tribe to Jesus, and the entire community converts and follows Jesus. David Livingstone said, no, the story gets better. David Livingstone said to the chief, you sent me a message that you were going to come and kill me and kill everyone in the compound. He said, yes, we came. Well, why did you not kill us? Well, because when we came to the compound, there were 39 giants surrounding the compound. We counted them. They were big warriors, and there were 39 of them surrounding the compound. A couple of years later, David Livingstone returns to his sending church in Scotland, and he tells that story. At the end of the meeting, the secretary of the church comes up to David Livingstone and says, Dr. Livingstone, do you remember the date that the chief were going to come and kill you? He says, of course I know the date. He gives him the date. The secretary of the church opens the church diary and he shows him that date. There were 39 people in the church in Scotland praying for them. 39 people praying in a church in Scotland, and there were 39 warriors surrounding the compound. Do not say that is a coincidence.